Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. In our last video, Geralt did side with the Scoia'tael instead of Vernon Roche, and Triss was kidnapped by the evil Witcher assassin Letho. And now we're helping out Iorveth and his band of merry Scoia'tael men to go scout out the town, because we need to free the floating prison of prisoners or something like that. But anyway, so the quest we're on is called A Floating Prison. It says that Geralt was more eager for vengeance than ever. Above all else, however, he wanted to find Triss, for he still believed the sorceress to be alive. He was not picky about the means to his end, and it all began with a meeting with the Scoia'tael. Geralt reached an agreement with Iorveth, and they planned to get to the cliffs looming over the wharf. To plan the attack on the prison barge, our heroes needed to assess the situation first. So that is the quest we're on. Oh, did I not? I need to double check all of my entries. Let's do that. Oh, we have entries on Cedric. Heroism sometimes exacts a high price. When Triss's life was in danger, the elf did not hesitate to defend her and was wounded mortally, as it turned out. Thus, Cedric died, though his sacrifice was not in vain. Oh, I liked Cedric, little drunken elf. Margot was a spy for Iorveth. She decided to use that connection to avenge her lover's death. Okay, and then we have Derae. The elven girl at the brothel in Flotsam was a favorite of many clients and of Margot herself. Unfortunately, she was bestially, I think it's bestially, murdered by the blood-drunk mob during the massacre. And then Ele'yas. Scoia'tael units are made up chiefly of young, rash elves who need not think twice before they take up arms in the fight for non-human freedom. Ele'yas was one such elf and was considered one of the best warriors in Iorveth's unit to boot. He looks... Is it Cedric? Yeah. See, look, Cedric. Ele'yas. Same clothes, just different kind of angle. All right, Triss Merigold. What does it say all the way down here? She's kidnapped by Letho. Geralt and I feared what he might do to her. Believe me, it was eating me alive, making rest impossible. Searching Sheila's quarters and talking to her neighbor brought more questions than answers. It appeared that Triss had known the woman she had talked to, but the fragments of the conversation recounted to us remain mysterious. Oh yeah, I forget that was, I'm forgetting her name. Then Vernon Roche is probably pissed at us. Roche was irritated with Geralt's decision, and his trust in the Witcher did not grow. Because of his contacts with the Scoia'tael, Geralt lost a chance to work with Vernon Roche. Their ways parted. Yep, I figured that was going to happen. So the Kingslayer, he kidnapped Triss, he wounded Cedric mortally in the process, and forced the sorceress to aid him to teleporting them both to Aedirn, which is, I think, where we're supposed to be going, but we're doing this stuff with Iorveth first. And then Iorveth... He had a vision, and his pursuit of it put him in an altogether different light. Grand as it was, the plan could either be considered incredibly ambitious or purely insane. Whatever the case, he needed allies. Though he found none, he was more than prepared to forge ahead alone. Okay, and is that it? Oh no, Sheila. Good Lord, I have lots to catch up on. Let's see. It appears Sheila had very specific plans concerning the King Henselt of Kaedwen and his attempts to father an heir. From what we've been able to tell, the meddling of Sheila and other sorcerers in the world of politics was further reaching than anyone had imagined. I mean, not me, but... So we have Henselt. The Witcher once said that in his life he had met thieves who resembled city councilors, counselors who were like begging louts, harlots who behaved like princesses, princesses who smelled like pregnant cows, and kings who looked like thieves. King Henselt did not look exactly like a thief, but with all due respect, he was not far off. He owed this resemblance only partly to his bearded countenance, beady eyes, and wandering, yet penetrating gaze. His annexation of Lormark, called Upper Aedirn by its natives, at a time when Aedirn was fighting off the Nilfgaardian horde at its southern border, was also considered a theft. Now dead, King Demavend judged this deed severely and communicated this in curt yet resonant words. Yet that was not the sole reason for King Henselt's reputation as an unpleasant person. Much bolstered by the monarch's ambition and quarrels with his neighbors, and by his ruthless policies towards non-humans, whom he persecuted with a passion, squandering his realm's strength and funds. The ancient Henselt did not have a living heir, and the rumor was that he found producing another son somewhat troublesome. And Philippa, that's the one who Triss was talking to, and Sheila originally, I'm assuming. So this was hardly the first time Geralt and I encountered Philippa Eilhart, jewel of the court at Tretogor, and once the trusted sorceress of King Vizimir II. Philippa was one of the most talented mages of these times. Only a handful ever mastered the art of polymorphy. Her intellect and the influence she held at the Verdanian court were not to be underestimated. Proud, independent, and extremely beautiful, as graceful in a fanciful yet elegant dress as in a man's traveling outfit. She was beyond any doubt one of the most attractive women I have ever known, yet I would not count Philippa among the most pleasant of females. Despite her indisputable, though chilly charm, her gaze alone was enough to make the most confident men shudder, and the mere thought of spending a night with her would make their flesh creep. I feel like that's kind of sad. All right, Cadwin, I feel like, did we have Cadwin before? I don't know. I feel like the geography ones I've read, and like they make sense, but like they don't make sense, and I don't know, things and reasons. But anyway, we've babbled on for quite a while. So let's look at the map. We need to go that way. So I hit escape. Keep tabbing at that so that's going to do anything. All right, let's go. Can I talk to Iorveth? No. Oh. Oh my. Let me get on my yard. No, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted, Igni. There we go. Got a cheat sheet
I'll beat the shit out of you!
keybinds written down because I can never remember. The Arbalists are the ones with the bows, so I wanted to kill them first. Hang on, guys, I gotta loot. Spent a lot of money on books like a couple weeks ago. Oops. Still one is not dead. Oh. Sorry, guys.
Mighty men!
No friendly fire, at least. Sorry, I just want to get loot. I put away my sword. I still can't get over how much easier that is. Still a little bit slower than I would like, but it's not too terrible compared to the first game. Yes, the first game, it was wretched. Anything else? Okay. Climb the cliffs with our little elven group here. We're very silent and stuff. Yeah, that was very specific, wasn't it? We are about halfway there. Excuse me.
Damn it!
No, I got it. I'll do it all by myself, I guess. Chop and chop.
Damn it!
I mean, after fighting, what's his name again? Letho. This is so much easier. One of you guys said in the comments that you were like, yeah, it's a hard fight. I'm like, okay, good. I feel like such a moron when I was fighting Letho. It took several tries before I just finally got him without that shield and just chopped him until he didn't die. But you know what I mean. Oh, let's work on the range guy first. So I do feel kind of bad. These guys are just doing their jobs, but they also let a massacre happen. Oh. Really? It's very beautiful, your little elven blades dancing, but
You fight like a woman!
that was uncalled for. But you have to actually hit them. Okay, put my sword away. And let me get some looting done. Oop, here. Oh, I'm carrying too much. Seriously? Ugh. All right. Let me drop some swords. I have so many swords, and I like sold stuff, but I keep forgetting to empty my junk. So I wonder, what does Margot's letter say? Letter from Margot to Iorveth. Contrary to your claims, Einar Gossel is no collaborator. He yields to Loredo only as much as necessary and is never servile. Louis Merce, however, should be a target, his kin of some sort to the commander, brought here from God's knows where, and has become the most important cog in the bureaucratic machine. He dances to that old bag Clovis's tune. You should get her too. I have a personal score to settle with her. Those from Lobendin are all right. Don't touch them. I suggest you make contact with Andeka. People have grown used to her trips into the forest. She could carry messages and nobody would notice. I think she might be a witch. At the very least, she helps my girls whenever they get into trouble. Someone will try to lynch her sooner or later, so you may offer her protection in exchange for her aid. And I have no idea what to think about that Milena, ... Well, that's, Milena was one of his people. Okay. See if they just have, like, Orans. Orans don't weigh anything, right? Nope. Don't need that. Anything else? Okay. Let me save again. And we're at the spot that we needed to go to, right? All right, we're here.
We part here. Enved will lead you down to the port.
Roche.
Where are they sailing to?
I don't know.
I have a feeling we'll meet again soon. Let's begin.
All right, I had to fix my sound. Well, let's see what my update says. The Squaretel unit split up before attacking the barge. Geralt led his group to the wharf while Iorveth prepared the others to attack from another direction. And we're going to meet up with them again soon. So we have to lead them to the wharf, which is right in front of us. So let's get some more herbs. And oh, here's my place of power. I feel like, shouldn't we be doing this like at night or something? That's a lot of guys.
What's with all the soldiers?
Did someone tip them off? We need to warn Iorveth.
Oh dear.
Or not.
Onward!
Okay, so Iorveth had awaited his vengeance for long, perhaps too long. When the Squaretel reached the harbor, they immediately began attacking humans. Willing or not, Geralt joined the attack. Whoa, that's a long ways down. How do I get down there? Ah, I'll just follow the elves. They know where they're going. Come on. Oh. Yep, let's get the arbalist though. Come on. Ouch. Oh, let's get this guy. Okay. That guy's done. Okay, so I just need to get to the floating prison. Okay. Ow. Come on. One thing I do miss is like an AoE, like a, you know, his pretty AoE swords, you know, movement that he used to do. Dude, there was a guy literally chopping at you with his sword. Just hit the guy behind you. Okay. Take care of this guy. And this guy. There's so many Squirtle over here. Okay, those are all Squirtle. Go help Iorveth, I'll be fine. Go on. Dude, this guy will not die. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Let me on the boat! Let me on the boat! It's like the worst AI ever right now. There we go. Finally. Okay, he's right here, I'm sure, somewhere. Okay, he's right there. Come on, guys. You kill him for me, please. Thank you.
I knew you'd partner with those hate-mongers, mutant. Think yourself a hero, do you? Sail away, and I'll burn these sluts alive!
We sail. Our women are prepared to die.
What?
But I'm not prepared to let murder happen. I'm going ashore.
One.
You should be helping me. You should be helping me.
Don't harm me!
So at the Flotsam Harbor, there stood a tower once used by toll collectors. This is where Loredo locked up captured elven women, and when the wharf was attacked by the squirrels, the commander had the building set ablaze. It was an act of desperation, where the situation was already out of control. Loredo knew that Geralt and the Squirtle would try to help those imprisoned in the fire, giving him a chance to flee. That's fine. Flee all you want. I'm gonna save the ladies. Because,
Save the elven women, Witcher!
I'm going to.
Commandant Loredo's gone mad.
Burning them alive. Blow it! The Witcher's in the right.
I'm coming. Don't panic. Don't be in panic. You're in a burning building. And I'm coming to save you. Don't worry. I mean, I could pursue Loredo, like just let them... Wow. I don't know if I could ever do that. Come on. There we go. I'm coming. I'm coming. Come on. Come on, Geralt. Up.
Where's Loredo?
He's escaped.
Gwynblade! Loredo's calling for reinforcements! We must sail!
I know.
The tower's on fire. We have to jump.
Unbind us.
I'm coming. I'm trying to unbind you. All right, let's go.
No!
Oh, crap.
Loredo escaped.
He'll not live long. If the local folk don't hunt him down, someone else will. It's meaningless. You rescued our women. We are indebted.
Help me find the Kingslayer and Triss. We'll be even.
In that case, to Vergen. Prepare to set sail!
Oh, did you see Roche?
Did Vernon Roche sail out of here all right?
He's fine, if that's what you ask. We met and chatted. Imagine that.
I wanted him to know that he was only leaving because I let him do so.
Oh! I'm fighting as Iorveth. Without all my witchery stuff. Oh, that wasn't too hard.
The Temerian Special Forces, created by Foltest to combat the Scoia'tael after the First War with Nilfgaard. Veterans, professionals, the best of the best. This is the end, Roche. See these emblems? Temerian lilies, that's all I lacked. I've defeated the commanders of all the special forces in the north. Now I shall unite the Scoia'tael.
Finish what you started.
I shan't kill you, Roche. We Enshe never kill the last specimens of dying breeds. Live on and remember who defeated you. Remember he can do so again. Va fail, Vernon Roche.
You're making a mistake, Iorveth. I will find you. Unfurl the mainsail!
We made it.
This is just the beginning. But you chose the right side, and I'm pleased.
Wish I could be so sure.
Yeah, me too.
The assassin had had his day. Very true. He'd kidnapped Triss Merigold. It seemed like Foltest's life had not been enough. It seemed like the killer also wanted the monarch's former advisor. There was no time to think. It was time to act. Grabbing Geralt, I embarked on a voyage upriver, deeper into the Pontar Valley. If the elves could be believed, it was there that free folk from all around had assembled beneath Vergen's banners to resist the Kedweni invader. I should mention the exceptional individuals who made up my fellowship for this important quest. I usually get nervous around Scoia'tael. I see them as scoundrels and murderers and find their presence outright unwanted. But I must admit I was glad to have the help of Iorveth and his infamous bunch, who could prove highly helpful. Helpful. That's not nice. Highly useful, then.
3,000 men, burned to ashes in minutes.
I remember the stillness when the news reached Vengerberg, the palace, the streets, the houses, the entire capital cloaked in silence.
The cries were here, every last man. I was somewhere beyond that hill, in the middle of the massacre.
What is your intention, Saskia?
I intend to stop Aedirn from being sold.
We cannot afford a war with Henselt. We must parley.
Leave issues of war to me, Prince. Concentrate on King Henselt. Yarpen Zigrin claims he's short-tempered. Provoke him to strike, and we'll negotiate once the battle's won.
I still cannot fathom why the nobles betrayed us.
Spit on the nobles, Prince. They've meant nothing since the day my peasant force scattered them on the Diffney.
By the good deity Creve, my lord. The girl is a demon incarnate.
Firstly, the girl has a name. Secondly, she's the best commander I have. All others have betrayed me.
But she's a monster. Creve spoke to me in a dream. I saw a snake-like she-demon devour your heritage.
Silence, Zoltan. We near the meeting place.
I'm so confused. What's going on? Who am I? Okay, we're in chapter 2. That happened. So the floating prison. I've saved the elven ladies. Loredo was not mistaken. Geralt preferred to help the elven women imprisoned in the fire and gave up chasing the commander. The girls were saved, while Loredo fled and evaded harsh Witcher's justice. Iorveth gnashed his teeth, but our hero quickly forgot about the commander of the Flotsам's garrison. Soon he departed in his chase after Letho and Triss Merigold, whom he kidnapped. For capturing the Kingslayer and saving the sorceress was the Witcher's primary goal. So I still have chapter 1 quests, and I still have prologue quests. Oh, Mystic River's done. But, okay. So chapter 2, Assassins of Kings. Geralt knew that Letho had teleported somewhere into the area of Vergen, and Triss Merigold arrived in the town's vicinity along with him. The Witcher began to look for the Kingslayer's trails. But now we have Prelude to Aedirn. While the good people of Temeria were busy massacring non-humans and disputing who would ascend to their recently vacated throne, the Aedirnians busied themselves more or less with the same, while admittedly putting more effort into the latter. After Demavend's demise, pretenders to the crown sprang up like mushrooms apart from one powerful noble family. First fiddle in this volatile orchestra belonged jointly to Stennis, Demavend's son, and Saskia, a rebel leading a peasant insurrection. It was no accident that both arrived in the town of Vergen at the same time. Despite wildly different aims, they shared a goal to repel Henselt's invading army. The story begins with both heading to parley with the Kedwini ruler. Okay, hang on. Do we have anything new? Nope. How about characters? I thought I saw some pop up. What else for Iorveth? He was loyal towards those who placed their trust in him, and he returned their trust. This was undeniable. His respect for Geralt grew after they freed the prisoners, and the elf would not hesitate to repay the debt he had incurred. That's good. Oh, Bernardo Loredo. The vile individual's duplicity, his fidelity to his purse alone, were apparent to anyone who paused to look at him. His sale of Flotsam, an important trading post to the kingdom of Cadwin, was to be his crowning swindle, and the provincial ruffian cared little that it would also render him a traitor to his country. His prison barges over. Okay. Saskia, that's the girl who was talking. So nothing drives a revolt forward like the right leader, especially one who is a young girl known for performing miraculous feats of valor on the battlefield. From Joan of Arc Coast to the infamous Falca, history is full of women who lead fanatically devoted hosts to victory. Interestingly, all those heroines were not only charismatic, but also extremely beautiful. The squint-eyed, gap-toothed, and pockmarked generally have trouble rousing the masses. Saskia, whom men would follow into fire, was no exception. She was a smooth-skinned lass with blonde hair, dark brows, large eyes, and shapely lips. Her full breasts perfectly complemented her rounded hips. Why is this description needed? I'm just putting that out there. In other words, she was the ideal icon for rebellion. For, dear reader, if a man in battle receives the appropriate motivation in the form of a lovely female arse, he is likely to achieve miracles in its wake. Fair enough. When there is no such arse to lead the way, the freedom fighter's thoughts quickly turn to harvest time, his own woman, and a half pint of booze at the inn. News had already reached us of the heroic Saskia. I feel like I remember other people mentioning her, and the name sounds familiar. Like I feel like it was mentioned before, but I could just be confusing things. The woman who held Cadwyn's armies at bay. At the time, however, it all seemed little more than exaggerated rumors. As with any true hero, there were many incredible tales about Saskia. Some claimed she was invulnerable to fire, and thus survived that terrible battle when Sabrina had rained the very flames of hell down upon the combatants. The girl was also famous for killing a dragon. One would be hard-pressed to find better material for a local hero. So she's like Daenerys Targaryen and immune to fire. It's kind of funny. So after King Demavend's death, Prince Stennis, that's who I am right now, became heir to the Aedirnian throne, at least in name. However, pride and chilly disposition rarely win the love of one's subjects, and that was very much Stennis's problem. His youth did not strengthen his claim either. Though no one openly questioned the prince's claim to the crown, Stennis did not have enough support to actually have it placed upon his head. Given this situation, sitting out important events would have been political suicide. The war for the Pontar Valley gave him the ideal chance to bolster his position by demonstrating what a good ruler he would make. History has shown time and time again that when a realm is in chaos, deeds rather than words grant one legitimacy in the eyes of one's subjects. Stennis greatly desired to prove himself the equal or superior of the Vergen of Aedirn. He had strong support from the nobility, yet the common folk had few reasons to sympathize with him. Okay, monsters. Now, I think the only other thing would be glossary. Okay, so my quest was, where is Triss? No, it doesn't seem right. Yeah, okay. So, who am I talking to? Elric?
I've no bloody idea who you might be, but I hope you're a civilian.
Okay. We're going to the meeting with Henselt, and we are on a battlefield. Okay. I feel grossly underprepared. I have no inventory to check. I have a sword. Those dwarves in front of Saskia? Can we,
Is that her? I thought she'd be taller.
Don't look like no virgin to me.
Dragon Slayer.
She invited?
No.
This'll be interesting.
She gonna chop you guys into little pieces?
The Aedirnian rebel.
She looks right battle-hardened, she does.
Who's the one in the plate armor?
I'm the king's son, apparently. Huh. Just look at their armor. Mostly their face masks.
We shall sign everything, Your Majesty. As you.
We have guests. Welcome, Stennis, son of Demavend. I invite you to join us.
Anything else? So Aedirn was weak and Cadwyn was strong. After Demavend's death, the nobility couldn't have cared less as peasant riots rent the kingdom apart from within. The notables wanted only to lick Henselt's boots and strike a deal, even if it meant sacrificing Upper Aedirn. But Saskia, the famed dragon slayer, standing at the head of the peasant army, was proud and hot-tempered woman. At a time when few knights were to be found among the ranks of the defenders, she was the one to take up negotiations with Henselt, and she was the one to break them off. Uh-oh. Well, that's not gonna go well.
Greetings, Henselt. You seem at home in Aedirn. You are here, yet I do not recall inviting you.
Felart did so in your stead. I'm here at his behest. I've broken no truces or treaties yet.
Oh, is that so? Mr. Brogan, please escort Count Felart to a secluded spot and remove his troublesome head.
Don't you dare, boy. You're no king. Your father.
My father is dead. The folk still mourn him while you betray his good name and his country.
Your Majesty, I must request your protection. This young man has lost his mind.
Take him away.
Your Majesty, what of our agreement?
I need you no longer, Felart, now Stennis is here.
Bye.
Anyone else wish to object? Wonderful. To the matter at hand, then.
Well said. I will show you my hand. I've over 200 armed men encamped nearby, enough to hold the fort for several hours. Another 5,000 battle-hungry lads await on the other bank. What say you to that?
Okay, let's see. Greater forces have crumbled beneath Vergen's walls. You'll break all the treaties. Let's see if we can be a strong leader.
There'll be 5,000 dead lads should you move against Vergen.
Take time to consider, boy. These are border marches, a mere piece of land. Relinquish it to me and you'll keep your crown. Oppose me and I shall crush you without mercy. Give me Lomark and return to Vengerberg.
This is Upper Aedirn. This is the richest piece of the land in the north. I am forced to accept your terms. I don't think we should accept his terms, because if he gets this now, then he'll just keep asking for more. But no, this is Upper Aedirn. This is part of my country, right?
Do you know why there are no marquises in Aedirn? We've no marches to speak of, let alone to share. This is Upper Aedirn, my fatherland, my subjects.
A wolf pup should think twice before growling like a bear.
I'll not be intimidated, Henselt.
Perhaps. Is it possible you merely play the courageous cockerel, yet deep inside fear eats at your heart? Is one push enough to send you over the edge, or must I push twice?
Try me.
I tire of this discussion. I have the upper hand and no amount of scintillating talk will change that. We both know I'll not leave empty-handed. What do you propose?
Join your army, you'll save them from being massacred. I'll reimburse you for your military escapade. Yeah, maybe we can pay him off. You can have the Dragon Slayer? No, I'm not going to give him Saskia. Like, she's leading a peasant army, and you want them to like you, so... Yeah, go away and I'll just give you... Maybe you can pay him off, right? Maybe that's all he wants, because if this is the richer part of Aedirn, by the river and stuff, so trade and money, and... That's my thoughts. I'm probably completely wrong, but I'm overthinking it too.
I shall reimburse the costs of this foray and add enough to restore the luster to your palace at Ard Caraig. I'm certain our advisors can resolve the details.
That will take a great deal of gold.
Peace is priceless.
You want peace? Fight for it.
I'm not sure I understand.
You speak like a ruler, but words will only get you so far. You carry a sword, wear armor, and talk like a warrior. Now prove you are one. I challenge you to a duel, here and now, before these folk and the gods. Upper Aedirn shall belong to the victor.
Oh. Well, sure. I feel obliged to do so.
Ready?
Begin when you will, King.
Oh dear.
Blood and honor!
Opposing one another in a chivalrous duel shall be Henselt of Ard Caraig, King of Kedwin, Sovereign of Cairngorm and Malior, last of the line of the Unicorn.
Of the Unicorn?
And Prince Stennis, son of King Demavend III of Aedirn, lawful heir to the Aedirnian throne. Gentlemen, begin.
Okay, hang on. Oh, look,
Draw your sword.
There was Sheila. Sheila's right over there. Okay, hang on. Stennis, who was trying at the time to gain support for his claim to the crown, had no desire to be shown up by a common girl. He took up Henselt's gauntlet, accepting a duel that would settle their territorial feud without a battle. I think that's good. feel kind of bad. Like, I should totally kick his butt, right? Hey! Oh no.
Stop! Stop in the name of Kriv, Freyr, and Militale!
Oh no. What the heck? What the heck was that?
Hey! By the milk of Mother Creatrix's tits, Geralt of Rivia! And of the best company to boot.
Yarpen Zigrin!
It's been years, you old prick. It's great to see you in good health. Geralt, staring as if you've seen a ghost. Muster up a hug for an old friend. Geralt's head's not exactly on straight. Ha! Meaning you truly did in Foltest. Fine by me. Foltest was a ploughing and a n***ly plougher. You did right, Geralt.
Not the point. Geralt's lost his memory.
And I didn't kill Foltest.
Right. What's the difference? Someone did. Well, we've bigger problems now.
Where's Saskia?
Oh, aye. Why is this butcher here?
I've come with 100 archers, the best in the world. We're here to aid your cause.
Well, you'll need to wait. Saskia and Prince Penis, Stennis, went off to parley with Henselt. Me and the boys are waiting in case something goes wrong.
Uh-oh.
The sun's gone dark. Call the sorceress!
Come, Geralt. Saskia! Get Saskia! She must not die!
Okay.
Damn it.
Alright, hang on. Prelude to War, Aedirn. Let's see. Priest sought to stop the duel, but brutally handled by Henselt, he fell. That's an understatement. As the holy man's blood sank to the ground, it awoke a terror lurking beneath. A ghastly mist arose above the area. Blood called for blood. Hungry dead rose from the ground. It was under these circumstances that Geralt arrived at the scene, hardly ever expecting to encounter a strange spectral mist so near the destination of his journey. The Witcher appeared on the cursed battlefield at just the right instant. And of course it did. And as it turned out, he was the right man in the right place. Saskia, Iorveth, and our hero needed all the strength to fend off the attacking wraiths. So protect her from the wraiths. Oh, I'm on fire. Oh, crap, there's Saskia. I gotta get better range on my Igni. Where is she?
Raise your anchors!
Okay, she's got a group of guys around her. She'll be okay. Holy crap, they just keep coming. Oh my goodness. The heck are they? Oh, where is she? Drogear? I don't want to get stuck. Oh, here's one more.
Turn your guillotine!
What is going on around here?
An owl!
Philippa, she'll show us the way.
Iorveth, you've got some explaining to do.
By Elrond's blood. Wraiths!
Silver harms them. I'll cover you.
Marty, help me!
Shut up, one.
What the heck? Hang on. I have updates. Let's see, the situation looked exceptionally grim. Luckily, Philippa Eilhart also had Saskia's well-being in mind. She was the one who Triss was talking to back in Flotsam. The sorceress, having transformed into an owl, appeared on the battlefield to show the party a safe path through the dangerous vapor Geralt decided to follow. We don't really have a choice. We have to follow her. Whoa. This is like the best bubble ever. It's totally like the bubble with Triss in the other part. The other chapter 1. Uh-oh, did I do that? Did I make the bad things come? These wraiths are so much easier than the other ones. Oh, I see they've got the owl all trapped. Hang on. There we go. That's better.
I hate flying through fog. Saskia, are you all right? It's just a flesh wound. You and the Witcher, we owe you our lives.
I'm here to protect you. And you, Witcher?
I'm after a Kingslayer who kidnapped Triss Merigold.
And brought her here?
Is this an interrogation?
There are warrants on your head in Temeria, Kedwin, and Redania. And I'm responsible for Saskia's safety.
That's enough, Philippa. You told me yourself you thought him innocent.
Saskia, folk are riled. First the sun went out, then the squirrels arrived, now this fog. It's too much for the common folk.
True. Summon all the commanders to the meeting hall. Iorveth, give me some time. I must prepare them for your arrival. Witcher, Philippa, you must be there too. I wish to hear what we can expect from this anomaly and how we might be rid of it. Worry not, Yarpen. The legendary White Wolf and the equally famous Philippa Eilhart should have a remedy for several hundred rabid wraiths. I want to see all commanders in the council chamber. Philippa, that includes you and the Witcher. Cecil, the gates are to remain shut until we're done. You'll answer with your beard if they open for any reason.
Welcome to Vergen, Witcher. I'm Cecil Burden, the alderman.
Geralt of Rivia.
We've got a spare room at the inn. It's not much, but at least you'll have a roof over your head and a solid bed neath your arse.
Thanks, I could use that.
Scalen, show Master Geralt to his quarters, and visit Reverend Alkin's chambers on your way back to inform everyone that he has departed.
That is, that he died a hero, slain by the invaders.
Exactly. You see, Master Witcher? He's young but clever. We'll make a real dwarf out of him yet.
Okay, well, I know a lot just happened. I'm probably going to cut out a lot of that orange bubble moving because it went on for a really long time. There's lots of things that popped up, there's lots of things to read, and there's lots of quests I'm sure to go over and leveling up and all kinds of things, but we are definitely at time today. So all of that is going to have to wait until Tuesday because this is where I'm stopping for today. So Tuesday we will go through my journal, my quests, I will level up, and then we will start exploring this beautiful new location, which is Vergen. Holy crap, that is huge. Dang. Wow. Okay, next time. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Tuesday with another new Witcher 2 video.